Hey everybody, you're watching HyperTigerXT, my name is Tiger, and in case you were wondering, the XT stands for... If you, like me, are one of the many people who live in Victoria, Australia, then you probably, thanks to a decision made by our state government a few weeks ago, got a public holiday on Friday. And the reason for this unexpected day off, or in some cases this impromptu 24-hour pay rise, is football. So thank you AFL Grand Final for giving me a day to rest and get some neato stuff done, and those are some words that up until now I never thought I'd say in that order, but here we are. And just what did I do with my day off, might you ask? Did I write a huge epic story? Did I save humanity and all of that kind of thing? Did I sleep all day? No, I didn't do anything nearly that interesting at all, really. I went for a walk and explored some more of Camberwell, which was really cool. I started off my end of year gift shopping, which, I mean, I know it's a little bit early, but there's so many people who I want to buy some like really cool and slightly expensive stuff for, and if I want to get on top of it, I have to start making lay-by purchases now. And I straightened my hair for the first time in like forever, and for the first time since it's been this long, and if you want to see that, there are some pictures up of it on Instagram and Tumblr and Twitter, and I think it looked super awesome. But the most exciting thing that I personally think that I did on Friday was I baked for the first time since I came to Melbourne. I baked red velvet chocolate chip cookies for Meat Bun because he's been so nice to me since I moved here, and his parents keep feeding me whenever I go over to his house, and how could I not say no by giving them something delicious and chocolatey and amazing like that. Unfortunately, there was a slight hitch in my plans and I didn't get the cookies delivered because I had this really annoying anxiety attack over something completely stupid, but that's over now, and it did give me an idea for a new series of videos that I plan on putting up once a month called something along the lines of Sweets and a Science, which is kind of like my version of Ashton Mardell's Beer and a Chat. And basically what I will do in it is once a month I will bake something delicious, probably most likely always cookies, but maybe I will do some other stuff that's not cookies as well, and I will talk about something like really exciting that is going on in science at the moment, or I'll explain a science thing to you, or whatever. It depends on what kind of stuff you want to see. And even though I already have the topic for this one all planned out, I will hopefully get it up for you sometime in the next week or so. By the way, I really want to know from you guys two things. First thing I want to know is, what kind of science stuff do you want me to talk about? Do you want me to explain something to you? If you have any special requests, please leave them in the comments below. And also, if you want me to bake something specific and teach you how to bake something specific, then please tell me that in the comments below as well, because I can do both those things pretty much simultaneously. It's not very difficult, and we will eat delicious science together, and it will be awesome. So a horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Why the long face?" But the horse is a horse and it doesn't understand English or the concept of meta humor, which is a bit of a problem because then the horse kind of went on a rampage through the bar, and thankfully nobody was hurt except for the bartender, and there was a whole bunch of property damage, but the horse is fine. It's taste test time, tummy lovers, and this week I am eating these. These are Japanese Baskin Robbins 31 flavor chocolate treat things. I don't exactly know. The package wasn't very clear about what was in them, but they look really interesting and kind of tasty, and I want something delicious right now, so let's adventure food. As you should all know by now, there are multiple facets to appreciating the deliciousness of any little sweet treat. The first one of which is sight. What does it look like? Well, these just look like little chocolate thingies. Okay, so what does it smell like? Well, it just smells like a little incredibly sweet, oh, that's cloying. Okay, very sweet chocolate thingy. And what does it taste like? No. Okay, I don't really know what that tasted like, to be precise. It didn't taste of much of anything. It was kind of bland, to be honest. It was just sweet and a little bit chocolatey, and there was popping candy in the middle of it, which was nice, but the popping candy didn't taste of anything. It just gave me a pleasant mouthfeel, and I wouldn't recommend these because they're really dull and kind of overpriced. In order to satisfy my curiosity for horror and all of that kind of thing, I have been watching a series called Scream Queens, which is a horror slasher comedy television series made by the people who make American Horror Story and Glee, and I'm just saying that I've always known that Glee belonged in the horror genre. Bam. It airs on Channel 11 in Australia, or you can watch it online on 10play, or it airs on Fox, or you can watch it online on their website, which is also Fox. The show is actually really really good, and if you like horror stuff, I do suggest that you watch it. The setting and the characters are all mostly fairly cliched, but I'm quite certain that that's intentional, and that this is meant to be a deconstruction and subversion in the same way that Scream was back in the day. Some of the characters are cliched almost to the point of being stereotypically offensive, but then there are other ones who pretty much well make up for that by subverting a lot of the horror and general television tropes that you see. There are some very, very gory scenes in the show, and without spoiling anything, I will tell you that I had to look away for a couple of them, and you shouldn't watch them while you're eating the breakfast cornflakes that you're eating, because that's a bad idea. But if you like horror stuff, I totes recommend that you watch it. It's super mysterious, it has a very engaging storyline. I am genuinely wondering who the Red Devil Killer is, and oh my god, I'm so invested in this. Please watch it so that I have other people to talk about it with, because I need to talk about it with you. Come on, watch it. Alrighty, fighter then, we have reached the end of another video, which means that it is time for me to tell you that the top comment this week came from M. Hayes, who had a really neato, in-depth, and awesome discussion with me in the comment section of my last week's video on my personal gender identity about how gender bugs her as a person, and how her views on gender have changed since she's given birth and become a mother, and how she really hates stuff like throws like a girl and hit like a girl and that kind of thing. And it was just so good to have that kind of discussion. If you liked this week's video, then please remember to give it a like, a thumbs up, and all that kind of thing. Share it with all of your friends and on your social media circles and with your family and with your Facebooks and all of that kind of stuff. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I will see you next week for more. Bye bye!